Hello, and welcome to the Horror Hour, place we discuss, we debate, we typically disagree on all things horror, but as you can see behind me, and as you can see by just me, it's going to be a solo review. And we've been kind of branching out and reviewing additional films because, hey, there's a lot of great content out there. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good content out there on Shudder, but that's not the point. Or A24's X. But let's not dwell on that. I'm really excited to talk about this film because I got the opportunity to go to an advanced screening, actually also take my dad, who, P.S. he cried, but it's okay. It's a really good fucking movie. And it's Everything Everywhere All at Once. It comes from the Daniels. They wrote and directed this. It premiered at South by Southwest. It drops in theaters on April 8th. I got to see it in IMAX too. It stars the incredible Michelle Yeoh as Evelyn Wong, Huy Quan as Wayman Wong, Stephanie Hsu as Joy Wong, and then you've got Jamie Lee Curtis as Deirdre, the IRS inspector. But this is a sci-fi action comedy, and it's got so much heart to it as well. I don't think, honestly, when you come out of that, one, you may even question life possibly, but I don't think you're going to realize how much emotion was in this film. A quick premise: a Chinese American woman must retain herself through her counterparts throughout the multiverse while balancing tenuous relationships within our own family. And that's really at the heart of this entire film, is just her relationships with her family. And you get, as the story progresses and you see Michelle Yeoh become, or well, really borrow abilities from, other counterparts of Evelyn. It's really just amazing to see the skill, that the physicality. I mean, we know she can do martial arts, and we know she's, a dancer, and she's graceful. I mean, it was just something to behold. But what shocked me was Ki Kwan as Wayman Wong, who, holy crap, as Evelyn's husband, let's just say the dude is badass. And then there's, I mean, he kind of stole the show a little bit, and that's so cool to see because he hasn't been in the acting game in quite some time. He kind of pulled back because there just weren't that many, Asian American roles. And so I gotta hand it to him, coming back for this one, because man, if kudos, honestly, if this doesn't put him back on the map. And I would also have to say Stephanie Hsu is, wow, this may also be her breakout performance, because all of these characters play different variations of themselves. You really get to see just the level of acting here is amazing. The way that Waymond goes in and out and switches from this, unsure, unsure, kind of like nerdy, to suddenly hot damn, kick-ass sexy stud. I also love some nods to other, Chinese classics. I think it was, is it In the Mood for Love, maybe? Oh, I need to look that up. But it's just so good to see all these. You don't just get to see these abilities, you also get to see these counterparts in their world, their universes. And so it adds to that complexity of this film. I mean, this film packs in so much. And yet I don't feel I was ever just, you're never bored, one. The runtime, I can't, honestly, I wish I could tell you what it was, but it didn't matter because I didn't feel it. I was invested the entire time. I mean, this story is just so good. They did a great job of, when they are trying to pull at your heartstrings, but before, they go overload, they switch it up and they give you something outlandish and crazy. I mean, yes, the Daniels had, created that Swiss Army Man with a farting Daniel Radcliffe. So I mean, you have in this in this film people fighting with butt plugs. I kid you not. That'll be like the only spoiler I give you, but it's one of the funniest, but it's also one of the coolest scenes in terms of just the martial arts that is on display. Kudos to the stunt team as well, and I think Michelle Yeoh had a huge part in that as well. The next thing, so I saw this again in IMAX, so the sound quality was so good, and it just went so well with the film. The way that it just didn't miss a beat. Oh my God. Also the production design, because a lot of the movie takes place at the IRS building. And I have to admit, I was impressed how much they used of it, and it still didn't feel like the same old place. And I really, again, I have to give them credit to the way this was edited. Like from a technical aspect, this film was just genius. Um, it's really funny because you obviously see people who have been, I've seen other reviews as well, and they're like, it's a masterpiece, it's a 10 out of 10. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have any issues with this film. It is a 10 out of 10. This is a fucking masterpiece. I left this film and I was not sure what I just watched, but I know I loved every single minute about it. It was just, it's an emotional gut punch by the end, to where you are questioning so much about your own life, the paths you could have taken, the path you're on, your relationships with your family. They really hit on some huge themes here. And I mean, the relationship between Evelyn and Joy, that's, that's the one that really pulls at the heartstrings. But again, I can't recommend this film enough. Honestly, when this comes out, you all better show up and show out for this. This is really a film that needs to be seen in theaters. I cannot give it enough kudos. Again, it was really cool to be able to take my dad, and yes, seeing him kind of tear up at certain scenes, which it totally made sense as we're watching it, because I myself am fighting back tears just because of the thematic elements at that point, and just some of the dialogue, which was incredible. Because I felt that, I related to that, and who knows, maybe my dad did too. Again, this is just a really wonderful film. It's also very beautiful. You should go see this. I don't think you're going to be upset, because again, it is incredibly funny. I mean, the entire theater, because this was packed for an advanced screening, was laughing, having a good time. The action sequences, I mean, some of them were like, you're on the edge of your seat seeing this stuff, because it's not just martial arts. There was some wrestling thrown in there too. And the humor, oh my gosh, they kind of make a play on Ratatouille, and I'm not even gonna go into what it goes to, but rest assured, the entire theater was just in a hysterical fit over this, and it was so worth it. Again, everyone in this film was incredible. I cannot tell you enough. Go see Everything Everywhere All at Once when it drops April 8th in theaters. Some places are showing it on the 7th, so if you can get in early, go. Don't let anybody really spoil this for you. Not that I know if they could, because one other thing, this is a very complex story, but it makes sense. Like, wow, they did a multiverse before. Obviously, the big multiverse movie is coming out, which I'm excited for, but this was just something to behold. And myself, being an Asian American, and getting to see this on the big screen, and just all that was in it, it was also very moving for me. But I don't even think it plays to that in terms of, I think people are going to enjoy this because it is a great freaking sci-fi action comedy. So please, if you got the chance, go see this. I can't say anything negative about this. I don't have anything negative about this. This truly is a 10 out of 10 film. it's a fucking blast. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please go see this. But hey, thanks everyone for listening. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, hit that subscribe, notification bell, comment down below if you've already seen it, if you saw it at the festivals, your thoughts, don't spoil. If you haven't, are you going to go see it? Are you excited for it? What are you going to see actually this coming week? And because Morbius comes out, we'll have a review on that too. Yeah, we will. But in the meantime, this film, seriously, it's a 10 out of 10. Go fucking see this film. Do not let this one fail. Do not. But hey, as always, I'm one of the co-hosts here, Yutaka. Thanks for joining. See you guys next time.
You have been listening to the Horror Hour. See you next time.